I'm Tom from Do-It-Yourself Home Automation. This is a look at using my garage as a place for my backyard chickens to wander. If it's too hot outside or I just don't want to be letting them outside. I have them in a coop in my garage, and I'm planning for that to be the permanent place for them to live. They go outside in a little run to get some exercise, to scratch around, but sometimes it's just not practical, or you may not have that kind of space to be able to let your chickens out. So one thing I'm experimenting with is pulling the car out of the garage and then using this as a big space for them to wander around. And so far, it seems to be working pretty well. They like to flap and fly in here. I think they're a little bit uncomfortable flying outside, which I think is good because I don't want them going over a fence or anything. But here, they seem much more willing to kind of take off and fly around, find things to perch on. You can see them starting to do a little bit of that, kind of challenging each other a bit. But they'll fly up and, a couple feet in the air and hover or fly around this area and stretch their wings out. One thing I'm looking at is different things to add that would be an interesting thing for them to interact with. So I'm going to try to actually grow some little plants or wheatgrass that they can peck around in or eat in here, just things to make this a more enriching environment. Right now, they're just picking up little bits of bedding from their coop, but still good just for them to be able to move around, fly around, and stretch their wings out a little bit. The one challenge, obviously, anywhere chickens go, so goes chicken poop. So you want to, it's better than having them in a part of your living space, but still use a wipe with Lysol or something when they're done. Wipe all that up and sterilize those areas. You can see they're really interested in exploring around the garage, and they're curious as to what some of the stuff in here is. I've seen them climb up into things and perch on stuff in the garage. Obviously, you want to make sure that you don't have any poisons, any chemicals, anything they could injure themselves with. And I would definitely supervise them in this kind of a setting. I wouldn't let them out here on their own for a long time period. But if you don't have an ability to let them outside as much, or it's too hot or it's raining, they don't really mind the rain, but maybe you don't want to take them out. I find that using the garage as a kind of indoor chicken run and for them to stretch their wings really does work pretty well. You can see they really like to stick together. If you move one out and not the other one, they tend to get pretty stressed out. So they just kind of wander around here and check everything out. If you found this helpful in any way, or you want to continue to follow my backyard chickens, Anna and Elsa, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps.